Hello. Welcome back to Sabbath School Flashcards. It is Preparation Day, Friday, February 28, 2020. Further thought, this chart summarizes what we have looked at so far regarding the sequence of kingdoms depicted in Daniel 2, 7, and 8. Daniel 2, Babylon, Media-Persia, Greece, Pagan Rome, Papal Rome, Second Coming, and Stone cut out without hands. Daniel 7, Babylon, Media-Persia, Greece, Pagan Rome, Papal Rome, Judgment in Heaven, Second Coming, Saints get the Kingdom. Daniel 8, Media-Persia, Greece, Pagan Rome, Papal Rome, Cleansing of Sanctuary, Second Coming, and Destroyed without hands. What does this tell us about the cleansing of the sanctuary? As we can see here, there are parallels between the chapters. Not only are the nations depicted in parallel to each other, the judgment scene in Daniel 7, which arises after the 1260 years, AD 538 to 1798, of Papal Rome, directly parallels the cleansing of the sanctuary, which in Daniel 8 arises after Rome as well. In short, this heavenly judgment in Daniel 7, the judgment that leads to the end of the world, is the same thing as the cleansing of the sanctuary in Daniel 8. We are given here two different depictions of the same thing, and both occur after the 1260-year period of persecution perpetrated by the little horn power. Discussion questions. 1. How does the chart above show us that the cleansing of the sanctuary, the same thing as the judgment in Daniel 7, must occur sometime after the 1260-year prophecy of the little horn, and yet before the establishing of God's final kingdom? 2. The prophecy of Daniel 8 depicts history as something violent and full of evil. The two animals, symbolizing two world empires, fight each other in Daniel 8 5-7. It reads, "And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had two horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram, and brake his two horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground, and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand." The little horn power that arises after them is a violent and persecuting power as seen in Daniel 8:23-25. Which reads, "And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance, and understanding dark sentences, shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand." Thus, Scripture here makes no attempt to downplay the reality of suffering in this world. How should this help us learn to trust in God and His goodness despite the reality of evil we see all around us? Please do not be shy in discussing your answers in Sabbath school class tomorrow. This is Witness Glenn. Have a safe and productive preparation day. And as always, please, guard well the edges of the Sabbath. And, remember, song service for Sabbath school starts at 9:15. Please be on time.